G'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can see these posts and other content that's going up. You can become a supporter for $2 US per month. That allows you to interact with the content, leave comments, add your own conversations, become a contributing member to the community, basically. It also allows you to interact with me on a more deeper level, and it helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts, like my tutorials. But let's get on and talk about today's daily dose of business inspiration. Life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. John C. Maxwell. That's who that's attributed to. I also know that Zig Ziglar has said it and Skip Ross has said it. Now, maybe they all sort of got it from the same place. I don't know. It's just such it's a statement that resonated with me when I first heard it. I was a very, very, very angry young woman, and it took a long time for me to be able to get over that anger management issue, or that anger issue, and manage my anger. No, I'm not going to say that I don't get angry now. I get far less angry, and I manage to deal with it in a different way. That was because of those sorts of statements. It's 10% of what happens to you and 90% of the way you react to it. Now, I know I've done an inspiration recently too that talks about, do you react or you respond? It's all about the same sort of thing. It's when something happens, do you arc up? Do you get angry? Do you let it bother you? Or do you say, okay, if that happened, as a learning experience, let me move on? I've simplified that so much because there is so much involved in it. Okay, so that's where it starts, but then I wanna talk about the things that you take out of all of those negative experiences you've had, all of those poor experiences you've had when you've got yourself really angry or upset or hurt about something, and move into a new situation, and how carrying all of that with you into those new situations can actually color how you view those situations and how you react or respond in those situations. You might call it emotional baggage. And one of the things that actually prompted this episode was I was listening to Keeping It Real with Jack and Raoul podcast. I will make sure I've got a link below for you guys. It's a great episode. And they were talking about emotional baggage. What was it? Jack called it the grief case. I love it, the grief case. And, how people carry it with them. Now, are you the type of person who carries that emotional baggage with you? Do you take that into the new experience and let that inform how you respond to it? Or can you let it go to a point and say that was a learning experience that happened over there, that may or may not have anything to do with here, and then deal with that situation in a different way? Are you finding that you get into situations and the same thing seems to happen time and time and time and time again? And time, I hate repetition. Here you go. Uh, and you're wondering why. Can you step back and have a look at what you might be taking into those situations? Can you step back, again, here's the other thing that I like to say, take a deep breath, take a step back, take a deep breath, look at it with fresh eyes, move around the situation and see if you can change your perspective on it and see if it makes things different for you, gives you a different approach to it without having such a negative connotation with it, without having such a negative reaction to it. And I am talking about negative reactions. Of course, all of this happens with positive reactions as well, but we're not so worried about the positive reactions, are we? We're worried about how the negative reactions actually affect us and stunt our growth. That's the word I'm looking for. Stunt our growth, our professional and our personal growth. So what do you reckon, guys? Are you carrying baggage? Can you recognize baggage that you're carrying? Do you know how to get out of it? Have you had a case where you've actually caught yourself? And I like to use that term too. Do you catch yourself doing something? Whoa, hang on. Let me see if I can come at this a different way. What do you think? Leave some comments below. Do come across and join me at locals, askcharlyleetham.locals.com, and join in the conversation there. Become a supporter so you can join in the conversation, so that you can add your wisdom and maybe receive wisdom from other people as well. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so that you find out when I drop more content. Please leave a review if you can. I know I'm asking a lot of things. You don't have to do all of these things, but if you can do some of them, that's great. And maybe share this content with someone who you think needs to hear it today. Apart from that, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.